Hey, chickadees. Welcome into today's episode of Mojo Mysticism. We are still pulling from the Shamans Dream Oracle by Alberto Viodo and Colette Baron Reed. This will be, well, the last day this week that we're going to pull from it anyway. So, I don't know if you've ever seen the backside of this deck. It's really beautiful. Really beautiful. So, let's just see what our guides have for us, as always. So what is the message that you have for us today? Both my guides, my higher self, the guides and higher selves of everyone watching this video, both today and in the future. Thank you. All three popped out very quickly today, so let's see what the guides are up to. So, okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so the first card that came out is card 61. This is Whale Song, Resonating. The second card that came out is card 57. This is Unmarked Trail. This is Revelation. Revelation. And the third card that came out is card 47. This is Skybridge, Possibility for Union. So our guides continue to elevate the message. Actually, every day this week they've done this. So, and I guess they saved the pinnacle for Friday, for today, because what they're telling me is that, as you know, we've talked all week about the gestation period and about, frankly, the importance of being bored. And then we started to see the new beginnings card come in. And then yesterday we talked even more about that. We talked about how that gestation period and that boring period is really a time for us to kind of clean things up a little bit. And then today, what they're showing us is how it looks and feels as we get closer and closer to that new beginning. So the whale song is really about how we're resonating, what our frequency looks like, and how we are resonating as we come into alignment with that new beginning. And the unmarked trail is the revelation of the new beginning. It begins with a very big amount, a large amount, I should say, of uncertainty about what that that trail is, and the way that we navigate it, right, when we hit forks in the road. And as we get closer and we resonate more and more, and we align with that new beginning, that trail becomes clearer and clearer to us. And then Skybridge appears. And that is the possibility for union, which actually is the point of time in which we begin to understand that this thing that we thought, this revelation and the unmarked trail that didn't seem to have a map to it, all of a sudden begins to have wayfinding, right? There begins to become a way to navigate that we begin to understand, because enough of the blanks have filled in the process that we begin to understand where we're going. And a dear friend of mine and I both have been through this and are in the middle of this currently. And we talk regularly about how we, at this point, I think we're both at least a year into the process, how we both understand now, like the things that we maybe were a little bit apprehensive about or didn't have information about, as that's begun to fill in more and more over the course of the last, in this case, year. A lot of these don't take this long. We have become more and more excited and aligned with what's next for us, and less apprehensive about it. And so it's part of the process as we raise our vibration and we align with what's coming. Basically, you kind of act as if you're already there, whatever there is, and you begin to really take on the new identity. And that's what this is telling us. So we're resonating at that vibrational level. We're acting as if we're already there, whatever there is for you. For me, doing these videos is part of being there. And we're also seeing the trail, right? That the revelation is there, but the wayfinding fills in along the way. And then that possibility for union where we actually see the trail marked ahead of us, right? And so that's what the message is tonight. I love how they're kind of, in fact, this week, the messages this week have been this very thing in a nutshell. So if you go back and you look, today happens to be Friday of this week. So if you go back and you look at the previous 4 messages, you're going to see this very thing that they're telling us in action and unfolding before you in the readings this week. And it's all part of a cycle, and it's a cycle that continues to repeat and repeat and repeat in different areas of our lives. So it's really, really beautiful. It's also what core is based on. So I love that they've just tidied this up in a nice little bow for us this week. So, all right, chickadees, I love you. Thank you for being part of our community. Please hit subscribe or follow or whatever the case may be for you. And we will see you here next week on Mojo Mysticism. Bindy will be here tomorrow giving her snarky wrap up for the week. So if you happen to be on a platform and you're seeing this and you're not on, I think it's YouTube, certainly you can see Bindy's wrap-ups on YouTube. I think you can also see them on Facebook. There are some that we can't get it short enough and small enough to post. So go check us out on YouTube or Facebook to see those wrap-ups. She's got a fun personality. So anyway, and if you don't remember who Bindy is my standard poodle. She is also my spiritual guide dog. She was sent to be by my mother, and Bindy and I have a long history of lives together. So more on that later. If you're interested in hearing more about Bindy, let me know in the comments. I will tell you more about Bindy. So, all right, I love you. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next week. Mwah.